Begin by safely raising and supporting the vehicle and removing the wheels. Please follow the link provided at the end of this video for additional assistance with those tasks if needed. You will need to disconnect the wear sensor from the electrical line. Release the electrical connector by using a flathead screwdriver and rotating to release the clip indicated by the red arrow. For ease of handling the caliper during the removal process, you will want to detach the cable mounts holding the brake line to the wheel carrier. For the front carrier, the lines are held at 2 points. Begin by using a T30 torque to remove the screw, red arrow, holding the cable mount. Use a T40 torque to remove the screw indicated by the red arrow, holding the second cable mount. With the wear sensor disconnected and the wires loosened, remove the 2 M14 caliper mounting bolts, red arrows. You will need to replace these bolts with new ones for the installation. You may need to push the caliper back and forth on the rotor to move the pistons and pads back into the caliper enough to clear the rotor. Once the caliper can be removed from the rotor, you will need to handle it carefully as to not stress or damage the brake line. Never let the caliper hang by the brake line. If the brake line snaps or starts to bleed, you will need to replace the line and bleed the system. Have a sturdy surface you can work on that is the same height of the rotor. You are going to be pushing the pistons back into the caliper to make room for the new thickness of the pads. This will cause brake fluid in the system to move back up into the reservoir. Open the front and remove the access panel for the brake fluid reservoir. Make sure there is room for the fluid to enter the reservoir. If the pads are really worn and the fluid level is between the minimum and maximum line on the reservoir, you may need to suction a little out. Constantly check as you are compressing the pads back. Use a brake pad spreader and compress the pads outwards, pushing the pistons back into the caliper. If you don't have a spreader, you can use a C-clamp. Use a flathead screwdriver or a set of pliers to remove the old wear sensors. If your wear sensor has activated, you cannot reuse them. The sensor connects to the inboard and outer pad on the front indicated by the red arrow. The pads can now be pulled out of the caliper. If you are replacing the brake pad clips, red arrow, in the caliper, use a flathead screwdriver to remove them. If the pads or the pad retaining plates are stuck to the pistons, use a trim removal tool to help separate the pads using care around the pistons and dust boots, red arrow. Apply a small amount of anti-squeal to the back of the pads where they contact the pistons, blue arrow. Installation is the reverse of removal. Torque the new caliper bolts to 85 Newton meters or 63 foot-pounds. Torque all bracket hardware to 10 Newton meters or 7.5 foot-pounds. Make sure to remove any dust buildup inside of the caliper. Remember to top up your brake fluid as needed and pump the brake pedal a few times before driving to set the new pads. Brake pads need to be properly bedded or broken in. Break in your pads according to the manufacturer of the type of pads you purchased. Thanks for watching. Be sure to subscribe to our channel and check out another video in this series.